Hey everybody, Ben here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. So if you're here from the short, you already have a backstory. If not, our word was estimate. And the way that this came through with the supporting angel number card was very practical. But it then turned into a spiritual aspect. So an estimate in general, say we are planning on doing something, or we have an idea, maybe we want something, and we start doing the math or some research and seeing what all is into it. And uh, we get that estimate, whether it's financial or a timeline, material, what we would need to accomplish this. At that stage, we can either move forward with that projected timeline, material figure, and go towards it. Or we can look at that and get deterred very quickly and be like, well, I can't do this. I'm not qualified. Oh, I need to acquire this. I don't know how I'm going to get that or how I'm going to do that or how I'm going to move it. A lot of things come into play of how am I going to make this work and how quickly we shut things down. Our supporting angel number card says stability. It also goes into hard work pays off, security, grounding, practical matters, growth, alignment. The way it's spun into the spiritual aspect is, say we started to do something with that estimate in mind, and then towards the end or halfway through we find out, oh wow, I was way off, maybe financially or materially, or then this problem happened and I didn't have that in this list. If we think of building something very simple out of wood, okay, well, I go to the store, I just need these 3 pieces of wood. I get some nails or some screws, maybe some glue, and I build it. And then I find out, oh, I don't have a drill or I need a saw. Maybe we already have those. Then we didn't calculate for sanding or stain or some sort of coating to seal it. When these things come up, and financially, what happens then? Obviously, that's small scale. There could be a much larger scale. This could even just be saving money. Granted, a lot of us aren't, how do I want to say it, well off. And that money comes in and it goes away quickly to things that are for survival, versus maybe there's a little bit left to save and it's a small amount. And this idea of saving this nest egg is going to take a long time, and it's very uh, knocks you down in a way that uh, you don't feel very good. Or we're looking at that timeline and we estimate it. It's like, oh my God, it's going to take forever. Makes you feel very insignificant and worthless at a time. Same thing if we were building something and we got to a place that we don't understand how to move forward, or whether some building something physically or online creating something. There's a lot of applications on there on a computer that are way above my head while others can whiz through it, but that is daunting. It's like you start and you're so frustrated that, well, I might as well just give up. What is the point of trying this? This is above me. This is frustrating me. When we get to those places, we give up. We let go. What was there in the beginning? I say this often, that emotional, that driven passion, that was the driving force. And when we have this estimate, I don't think I said this yet, but this perception, this projection of how it's going to look, this is manifesting in general. Anything we're after, we have a view of how it's going to look. That's the estimate. And when it doesn't go that way, how often do we get our panties in a bunch? We get upset, we get frustrated, and we either give up or we sit there, we stew about it. It's failed, we can't see another path, and we really hold that energy. Come to that fork in the road, and neither one of them are going straight as we thought it was going to. One goes left, one goes right. Well, that wasn't in the plan at all. I didn't project for this. I didn't set money aside for this. Or I need a skill or a different uh, amount of knowledge, or I need help. And a lot of us give up. There's a missing bit of trust there. And when we come back to stability, of grounding, how can we ever navigate situations like this? Doesn't have to be building something or just financial. It's any aspect of our life. When we saw it going this way and it doesn't, and we have to go left or right, how do we figure that out? Instead of giving up and going back, How do we go forward? How do we figure that out? We have to obviously remove our projected image because that's what we're stuck on. That's the only way, and there was no other way that we could see at the time. It's not what we expected. Now we're let down. We lost that passion, that punch, that excitement for it. Left or right? Well, we have to take a moment, again, like I said, removing that image that we had and finding that trust in ourselves that, hey, I can figure this out. Sure, I might not know everything, or I may not know right now, but if I take a little bit of time and I have the ability to remove those emotions that really knocked me down about this, the way that this was going, and let it come to me. I have to still want it, which I think deep down we still would, but this defeatedness, this feeling of failure or struggle being stuck really can get a hold of us. And until we take a step back and, hey, I still want this, I just don't know how yet, but I'm going to let it come to me. Let's see what else comes through here. Nine of Wands, fortitude. This is this pushing. I think we just had a message like this yesterday, that it's like, hey, I'm not giving up. I keep getting roadblocks, or it's not showing up on the timeline that I expected, or uh, shit keeps popping up and set me back a bit. It's really getting to me, but I keep getting up and I keep pushing forward. This is this fork, no matter how much large of a project this is, or a goal, or a foreseen future that we are working towards, and slowly bringing items into our life or experiences to get to that aspect. And we keep having hiccups along the way. And like I said, it can be very deterring. It can really knock you down. And that's where this message is going. But we keep getting back up, and it's okay if things happen. Okay, it doesn't mean it's over. It doesn't mean it's gone. It doesn't mean it has disappeared. It doesn't mean it's out of reach. Let me take a step back. I'm at this fork. Let's see here. If we start to lose it so much, and deep down inside we know we really wanted it, we were really going towards it, go back to that emotion that started it all, to get that strive back and say, okay, it's okay. I'm going to figure this out. It's not over, because I'm not giving up yet. It's only over when we give up. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Procrastination. Oh, in general, when I see the Knight of Pentacles, I always think it's a guy here, and it's like, hey, it's right here. It's right here. This kind of goes right in line with what I'm saying. It's like, if we get stuck and I'm really ruminating on this problem and I'm trying to do the same thing and it's still not working and I can't see my way through, the Knight of Pentacles is over here. It's like, hey, it's right here. And being reversed is, hey, we're not seeing that. We're not willing to see it. What may it be? And that's annoying to hear. I'll say that, because maybe we've been trying to see it and it's not clear. But if we really think about it, if it's just me or you and we're focusing on something, and all we can see is that path, that projection, that straight line that we saw in the beginning, and no other way, we're really not going to have an open mind, because that's the way, and it failed, and that's how it was planned, and I am stuck on that. It has gotten a hold of me until that Knight of Pentacles came by and had a different idea. Did we listen? Did we see it? Or are we willing to see it? It doesn't have to be someone physical, but it's here. It's right here. This other way, this path, this idea, this change. But I can't let go of what I have here, because this is what I saw, and this is what kind of was my driving force. Like, if we think about daydreaming, like we planned it all out in our head, and this is how it went. And obviously our emotions are attached to that, and they create that imagery for us. So naturally it all kind of comes back to what's going on in our head. Two of Cups, harmonious union that immediately gave off with the universe, with the ebb and flow, with the flow of life. when we really think about uh, the waves in an ocean. Like they go up and they go down. We, uh, no matter what we're working towards, it can't just always be peachy. Sure, we'd all love that. We'd enjoy that. That'd be awesome. But that's not just how it goes. Things change, prices change, and am I happy about that? No, personally. But it is, if we want to win, we want to be in this experience, we want to work towards something, we got to learn to roll with the punches. And it's not easy to take, depending on what punch it was, but this is the driving force of not giving up. It's too hard. This way's easier, but it's not fulfilling, or it's cheating, or whatever. There's this internal feeling when we, and I'm not saying work hard to feel good, but when we actually did something and we stuck with it, it's a different kind of feeling than just having whatever it is. It is. Uh, Hey, I didn't let anything get me down or shut this down. I worked through it. I found that left or that right way path, and I did it because I wanted this, and I knew it wasn't going to come any other way. Strength card, inner strength, needing enormously. Like I said, depending on what it is, what we're going after is, uh, like I said, depending on what it is or what we go through, we need an enormous amount of strength. Even if it's not even anything in the physical, just, excuse me, going through something internally, letting go of a habit or an addiction or a pattern or people, places, and things that we held on to, and pushing through that difficult time alone or with others that are supportive or maybe not very supportive. It takes an enormous amount of strength, and that's not really shown in the physical. Eventually it does, because we're going to present ourselves in a very authentic place, getting through these aspects. But no one knows, and it doesn't show. And then you kind of feel uh, like you're not getting that confirmation or that validation. I don't know if we had another one here. Five of Swords. In general, I always see him as, or that one individual is a power-driven individual. Needs to conquer things, and we either have to bow down, or someone's going to say, I don't want to play this game, and walk away. That's going exactly what these ebbs and flows of whatever this experience is, of how, hey, I'm not done yet. I'm not giving up yet. I'm keeping to push forward here. I'm not going to allow these uh, hiccups that come my way to stop me. Sure, I wanted to go straight. All I can do is left or right. I'm not going to bow to the ending. I'm going to keep pushing forward to succeed at whatever this is. Three of Swords. Heartbreak. I feel like every time we hit that hiccup, it hurts. Yeah, how long has this been going on? How much effort have you been putting into this, whether just into self or a project or something external? And every time it hits, it's probably hitting a little harder, because it's just been such a fight getting there. I'm getting a little bit emotional speaking on that. It is why, and the why eventually will be revealed. Five of Wands, clashed interests. Sure, we can look at this with others, which it initially I wanted to say it's with self, but it kind of does feel like it's with others. Maybe we are struggling, and not just so much in a personal connection, but the the external as a whole. What we're viewing, are we comparing ourselves to where others are at, and uh, also beating ourselves up on decisions or paths? When we really reflect on uh, where people are at certain ages or different aspects of their life, it's a huge comparison, and we'll never feel good enough or up to par, but everybody has their own path. And sure, other people might be in a different position than you are, but are they in that same spiritual position as you are? Like paying attention to energy and on this spiritual path of healing and enlightening yourself? Maybe they won't even touch that this lifetime, but they might have all this consumer products or different aspects in their experience. But are they doing all that work, the work that's not seen, working on themselves, bettering themselves, looking for a healthier lifestyle, working towards being a better person, and allowing that to reflect? This whole comparison is uh, drives the economy in essence, does it not? When we sure it's not it's nice to have nice things, and we all want them and deserve them. I'm not knocking that, but when we're comparing that, or even relationships, jobs, what we have, that's allowing the external to dictate who we are. And that's not fair. That's not right. That's not the way it should work. That's how a lot of people go through life. The majority, and if we can get back and we can pull away from that and really just work on being in union with ourselves. I don't know if I said that with this card, but it came through as the universe, which in essence is two of the same coin. So I'm going to leave this here. Don't give up, whatever it is. You still got that passion, that punch to it. You'll get there. Uh, we just gotta. We don't have to bow, but we can bend with the ups and downs. I'm going to leave this here. If this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, or subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later.